As you see in this title, we're going to talk about an emotion that has definitely gotten the better of me way too many times in the past. And it came to a boiling point where either I got this emotion under control or I lose friendships and potentially ruin my life. And you're thinking to yourself, that is quite dramatic. Well, I honestly think anger is that destructive in one's life. So, I'm going to tell you a little story. At a recent incident happened with a friend that just made me really think about, damn, like that could easily be me right now to this day if I didn't make a huge change in my life around my early 20s to change the way I think about my anger, but also my relationship with it and how I was just a straight up jerk, to put it nicely. I could use other more colorful language, but I'm not as comfortable saying that on my YouTube yet. Hopefully in future videos. But this huge butt face, just trying to like win arguments by demeaning people, being rude, mean, cruel, all that above. And I saw this in my friend recently with an argument, and I was just like, this is horrible. Like, I don't want to be your friend in this moment. And I just want to stress that importance to anyone who's struggling with this emotion. I think it's a fight worth fighting for because, maybe you get you, with me, it was anger, but maybe it's sadness. Um, some people could be like joy addicts and like trying to always chase that happiness thing and think every other emotion's bad. And that's also bad in itself, too. Like, you need emotional regulation in one's life. And when you let certain emotions get out of control, especially anger, it could turn to like physical violence, horrible like verbal altercations, just being someone that no one really wants to be around with. And yeah, when I see that in a friend, it breaks my heart. But also, I'm like, damn, like I was there too, and I hate seeing it now, man. It's tough because yeah, when I was younger, I would like push people, just get out of control, like crash out basically before that was like a saying. And it just makes you wonder like what kind of person you'll be if you don't have any self mastery over yourself. If you have a family and you have kids, are you going to be a good parental figure to them? If you're not in control of yourself, how are you going to be a good example to others? For me, I'm trying to learn that right now because there's some times where my mind just spirals and I'm thinking I'm not good enough or damn, why isn't my life like that person? Or these thoughts just cloud your mind and the anxiety just eats you whole. And before you know it, you're just stuck in your own personal hell. And I watch videos that make me feel better about people sharing their experiences. And I'm like, I want to be that person too, whoever does watch this, to, you just got to keep going, one foot in front of the other. I've said that before in the past, but like, pause and really think about that. You could be like going through some utter shit. Excuse me. Just something that like shatters you to your core. Um, Loss, uh, anger, despair, um, like just the highs and lows of life, and you can just be stuck in that one day. But maybe this one thought can hold you through of believing in the self of you, like believe in the you that believes in you right now kind of thing. I try to remind myself of that sometimes when I'm in the dumps and I'm like, yeah, the self-love is low, my thoughts are just, my self-efficacy, just whatever's floating in my mind is not great right now, and I want to change that. And we all have the power to do that. If you don't believe that now, that's okay. I think you can one day, just like I did. It took me till 28. early 20s, teenager, dating. Like, I never went to prom. I went to prom, but I didn't ask a girl to go to prom with me. There was plenty I wanted to, but I was just too scared, too fearful, low self esteem, feeling ugly, all these things. And it's weird when you come to a realization later in your life and you're like, well, all I can do now is, not that I regret it. I still had a fun time. And I think now it's maybe the person who I am today. And I find value in that. But maybe I can share that to someone who does kind of need to hear that. Demographic is, at least on my channel, I think is like 18 and up, maybe 20s. So maybe this high school, but like you could go like a work party, um, whatever, any like social gathering doesn't have to be something like high school and prom. But yeah, if you let anger get in the way, you may be throwing all that away. Something really valuable, interpersonal relationships. The ones I have in my life, I cannot put a price on them, and I get immense joy and fulfillment from them that I appreciate them now more than ever. So, if you're watching this to this point, um, thanks. Thank you very much for watching, and I really hope that you gain some value out of this video and that you have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever time of the day. Means so much to me that you took time out of your day to watch this, because there's just so much content out there and things that you could do, but isn't it pretty crazy and magical in a way? Very cheesy, I know, that you and I are having this chat. Or maybe I'm like lecturing to you. I don't know what to call these, but yeah, it's like my video journal. That's pretty much it for me today on the yapping side of things. See you around.